Okay, we have a couple twists on the Nick Bosa story. If you were in Nick Bosa's shoes, what would you do? Play at Ohio State or prepare for the NFL draft?
Okay. What else?
The other
I already
twist
said what I would do. Given what I know about the situation, then I would prepare for the draft. I would rest, heal, prepare for the draft. Yeah, Paul.
Can't you do both? Can't you get yourself to 100%, play against Michigan with your teammates, compete for something you've never... Once you leave college, you can never win a national title again, unless that's never been a priority of his. And maybe he doesn't care about winning football games. He just cares about getting paid.
I would need to know, what the doctors have advised him to do. And I know what his dad and his brother have told him. Look, it's, you're a businessman now.
He isn't sure. I'm sure Ohio State or his family bought insurance for catastrophic injury or even draft insurance where if you drop in the draft, he gets paid millions if he dropped.
But he's not going to get paid $20 million. You're not going to get that.
Man, isn't there something to be said for also competing and being a competitor and wanting to accomplish something in your life besides just getting money?
Well,
because you can do both.
I think that's an idyllic, let's look at it, through the prism of, hey, college athletics and go in there and everybody wants to play for the team and rah, rah, rah. And I just don't think it's that way. I think you're seeing not a seismic shift, but I think you're seeing these players go, hey, I got to look at myself in the mirror here. Like, what's really important? I think everybody there at Ohio State knows, these players know, hey, it is about getting to the league and getting paid when you get to the league. I don't like the fact that he's a captain and he's not going to be there for his team. I don't like that aspect because they voted you a captain. I don't like it, but I do understand it's a business decision. It's a bottom line business. Urban Meyer, nobody begrudges him for the money that he makes, or Mike Krzyzewski. So I don't begrudge these kids. They have to wait 3 years. 3 years to play football. You get 3 years of them playing football. I know. Don't text, don't email with the whole thing, a tweet about $130,000 education there. Okay. If I say that about Nick Bosa, is he worth more than $100,000 to Ohio State football? And the answer is yes, he is.
What would be the magic number where Nick Bosa wouldn't have quit? If he was paid, let's say, $30,000 a year to play for Ohio State, and he had the same injury, and he was going to make 30, but you got to finish the season to make your 30 this year. Let's say every college football player got $30,000. There's a round number. Would he have pulled out from the team?
Yeah. $30,000. That's nothing in the big picture.
Right. So someone says, well, this is why they should pay college players. That's a faux argument because it wouldn't have affected Nick Bosa.
No, we can't pay them because you can't itemize this. I mean, who gets 30, who gets 10, who gets $100,000? What is Tua worth to Alabama? What is Jalen Hurts worth? But what he was worth 2 years ago is a whole lot different now. You just can't do this. Josh Allen at Wyoming is a top 5 pick, but was he worth $1 million? So I don't want to get into that conversation of paying these athletes. This is just a business decision. I don't know how many guys are ever going to be in this situation, but I do think the bowl situation is real. And that's where a player goes, I'm not playing for anything. It's a meaningless game. This is all about the school and the conference making money. I've already showcased my talents. If you don't have enough film on me, you know what? You haven't done your job. Yeah, Fritzy.
And then you're opening the door to players trying to renegotiate their deals with their schools and hold them hostage. Well, I'm not going to play in that big game against Michigan or in that SEC title game unless, we up the money that we initially agreed to when I was a freshman.
I think what happens, and it happens in basketball, we're seeing that right now play out in a trial. There's benefits that these kids get. It happens. Let's not be naive. And it happens just about everywhere. All of a sudden you see, hey, this guy ended up at that school. How did that happen? Okay. I mean, let's not be naive about this. It's a business. It's big business. As much as I would love this to be what it was when I was growing up, it's not. Whether I'm going to stay for 4 years and I'm going to fight for the team and I'm going to put my life out there, life and limb. It's just not that way anymore. Yes,
this is the only bit of control that a student athlete has in this system.
Yep.
And I mean, you have to exercise that when you feel like it's the right choice for you.
Paulie just sent this. What is the cost of the 3 years of scholarship of education for Bosa got for free at Ohio State, it's $138,000. Okay.
Just whenever they say they don't get paid, factor that in.
Okay. But what do you think Johnny Manziel was worth?
A truckload.
Okay. But we have this we can have guys every year that we go, okay, what's he worth?
Right.
So I can look at a guy who's marginal and he's worth $138,000. Johnny Manziel helped them build an entire stadium. He's worth $50 million? I don't know. How do you put a price tag on it?
Yeah, but there's also, I think there's an in-between where people say, oh, they don't get paid anything. They can't afford pizza. That's junk. Most of us go to college and we don't have free books, tuition, special dorm for football players where they get 24-hour food, not occasional food. And it's not an extreme where they're not.
It's a full-time job for them. I mean, let's not kid anybody.
But they also have the choice.
It's real work.
But they do have the choice to also get an education that's free. I mean, a college education, a degree from Ohio State, whatever school it is a great backup plan for the 90% of the players or 95% who won't play a minute of
Yeah, but we're
football.
only talking about a special situation here.
Yeah. I'm just saying if I'm Nick Bosa, he could have done both. He could have got healthy, played for his team. But obviously, all that weightlifting and all that stuff you do, there's nothing that says, I also would like to win a football game with my teammates or have a special athletic moment.
I don't know if this affects him at all. I don't know if any scout goes, you know what, we don't want a guy who's going to be a me-first guy. I don't know. That would be the only fallout from this. Yes, McLovin.
I think one difference is what we know about health now and football players. And also, this is not a concussion story, but like Leonard Fournette, did he really have to take those hits for no money? I think we just know so much more about health. It changes the whole picture.
Yeah.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.